You know the deal by now. 30-minute chess. Gonna talk through every move I make and see if we manage to get ourselves a cheeky little 8 elo for this game. Let's get into it, see what pieces we're playing with. How are we? Hope we're well. I'm well. Mentally, I don't know, but in general, health-wise, I'm pretty good. See if I can prevent that nip slip for you guys this time again. Also, if you're new here or if you just like chess, feel free to drop me a follow. Subscribe is what I mean. I'm used to being on TikTok, so I'm used to saying follow. But this is YouTube, so subscribe, like, comment, do all that kind of good stuff. And stick around because we're gonna be working on this chess journey here for a good while. So we're playing the Philidor defense here. This pawn chain from black I'm seeing quite regularly at this rating level. I can't say it's my favourite thing to play into, but it's not the worst also. We're just sort of getting the first opening moves out, getting our pieces out, developing nice and quickly. We've got the option to castle already, but I don't want to castle too early. I don't want to give away where my king's going to be for the entire game. Okay, so with a move like this, I want to think, do I want to break open the center straight away? If I go up, he takes, I take with a knight. Do we run into any issues? Not that I see straight away, so we're gonna play it. Break this center open. I just want to get rid of this pawn chain off the rip. Don't want to get him set up. I'm assuming he wants his knight out as well, so we can castle early. Maybe I don't mind if he does that, because maybe I'll try and get some pieces out. Okay, so he's just leaving it. So if I take, I'm assuming he would take. I take, he takes. I take the queen, he takes the bishop, and he's fine. And then I castle. He gets his knight out. Rook here does nothing because he just castles anyway. So, doesn't really do me any good in that sense. Maybe we could just leave the tension here. Get another piece out, perhaps. Here, takes. I'm just losing. Push. Does that do anything for me? Don't know if it does. Maybe I'll just leave this tension here. I'll bring my knight to one of these two spots, I think. Maybe I'll bring my bishop out to e3. So then if my knight gets pinned, I'm still defending here with another piece. And then if it gets pinned, I can bring my knight out. Okay, I like the idea of that. Bring my bishop here. Let's see, you can't go here maybe to attack this bishop. What do I do on that? I suppose I just drop my bishop back. Oh wait, no, I just no, yeah. I suppose I just drop my bishop back. And then it controls a lot of the squares that the knight would want to go to. So his knight comes out. He's attacking this pawn. I'm going to get more aggressive knight in, maybe. Let's make sure I'm not blowing it. Oh, okay. Well, I was trying not to do that because I just wanted to check if this was a problem. But I think I'm fine with takes. Or do I have an interesting sack here? So he wants to push again. Do I have an interesting sack here? That's a crazy sentence. That's a crazy sentence. Do I have an interesting sack? Takes. Takes. Check. Can't go there, otherwise he loses his queen. Goes back. I guess he's fine. Maybe it's just annoying. Pushes. Takes. Takes. Pushes, takes, takes. Takes. Opening some stuff up. I don't know. This potential sack is kind of looking at me. If I play here and he pushes, takes, this is now under attack. Just gets messy. I think I'm going to play pushes. I think pushing is better for me, I think. Because it stops this move, which is what I'm assuming he was building up. Interesting. Now do I want to take this, maybe? Or do I want to leave the tension? Interesting. Do I maybe want to castle queen side and start off a pawn storm? Let's see. Takes. Just opens up his rook. I think I want to leave this here. In that case. If I go here, you can harass my queen with knight here. We'll go up. We'll go up one. And we'll think about... We're not going to castle yet. So he wants to annoy my bishop. If plays, do I take here and just tickle this knight? Because then takes. No, because then it's annoying to get rid of that pawn. Maybe now I take. Maybe now I take. Cool. Right, let's think. If I play here, what I'm thinking is if I manage to get this bishop away, this pawn's free for my queen, and then I'm undermining its center. I kind of want to castle queen side, but I don't like this pawn. On knight here, do I have anywhere for him to go? No. Kind of locked up here. Do you want to reroute this knight around? It's kind of congested over this side. Maybe I'm going to reroute my knight here. Interesting. I think I get my bishop. My bishop here, I think, is my idea. And then play a4 to support it. And then that's a very annoying bishop. Okay. That's sufficiently annoying. This, I believe, is a nice move because now I'm forking these two pieces. Bishop doesn't help because I can just take it. Knight protects his knight but loses his rook. I think this was a nice move here. I think this was a nice move. Unless I'm missing something. Which I might well be, but I don't think I am. That's a good move. Now if I protect, he gets to move his knight somewhere. If I take... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take his knight, and he can either He can either take this or he can save his knight. Ooh, here forks them. Did not see that. And he did. But that's okay. It's just an exchange. It's just a trade. Can I do anything to make it worth it? Do I have any good squares for my queen? That would be threatening chainmate, but he's got these guys lined up on it. That is stupid. That would be really stupid, wouldn't it? That'd be really fucking stupid. Let's drop back to here. God, that was close, wasn't it? Wasn't that close? God. Sometimes I can be really thick. Okay, now this is still protected if I tried to play that. Let's stop the bishop coming here from threatening my queen. Rook comes in. There's castle kingside. And fight for this file. Don't forget that this is protecting this, so we'll drag this rook over. On bishop, I just take. Okay. Here, takes. I don't have the material to be trading like that. If I could get this out of the way, that would be phenomenal. Attack this rook. Attack the rook. And where does he go? Are you here? This is a an interesting game of chess. Very quite a positional game, hip hopping around and sort of just taking our time. Now, I didn't like this move for him, and I don't remember why. Pressure on here, maybe? Or do I kick the knight? Where could the knight go? Let's kick this guy away. And then we're going to get a tempo on the rook. I'm looking for like crazy sack ideas here. If his queen moves, for example, sacks the knight, takes, and I take his bishop, that could be interesting. Would love to play this, but his queen's staring at it. Maybe queen here. Or do I win with that? Nish. Because this would be annoying. Let's think. Maybe now I challenge for this. Now I challenge for this B file. He takes. I lose this pawn actually. Now that I think about it, but it's too late for that. Oh, okay. He forks these pieces. Forky forks my pieces. Yeah, that is not ideal. Not only do we lose our knight, we have pretty shoddy pawn structure to boot. If I take, his queen has to move here. And then I take, maybe. He takes my pawn. Yeah, okay, we can work with this. But if he takes my knight, I slide across. Could he protect that? No. No. Okay. He cannot. This isn't ideal. This is not ideal. There's a good fork with the pawn on the queen there and the knight. Good fork from him, which I did not see. Did not see. But we continue to play anyway. Oh, I can trade queens. That's annoying. Yeah, I think I'm just losing here. Just big time losing. Yeah. I'm just losing big time. Yeah, that's not... Yeah. Yeah, we've kind of had what we like to call in the business an absolute fucking stinker here. And you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you do just have an absolute stinker. Let's think here. If I move back and he takes, and I take, if he takes with this, then I'm in trouble. And that's hope chess. So we don't want to play that. What we want to do is take this. He takes here. We play with our rook. The problem is he can play this and he's fine. Yeah, we're just clutching at straws now, really. We're just clutching at straws. Unless I can hop in here. Check. That's the move. Takes checkmate. If he lets me get in there, it's a miracle. Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Well, GG's to this guy. Yeah. Yeah, let's see where it all went wrong, shall we? Let's have a look at where it all went wrong. 750 rated game of chess. Terrible chess. Bunch of book moves. I'm supposed to take. Good to know. Let's see. It just says I'm in a good position here if I'm taking. So I could have just been in a good ass position. And instead I fucked it up. It wants A4 here. Why? Oh, it's to stop this. Makes sense. It wanted me to castle. This is a blunder. Why? Oh, it just blunders my pawn. Yeah. Small blunders. More blunders. Yeah, see the fork there. We are just in Stink Town. And there it is. So to be fair, it said that Queen over here was my best move. So, how was I supposed to survive that? Supposed to jump it. Oh, so I can take back with the knight. This is the best move for the queen. Ooh, and then yeah, okay. Some tricky lines. Some tricky lines. Tricky lines. Well, we didn't play any of those. We instead sucked. So let me check that the camera's still recording. It is. That makes a change. Should we get into another game? Should we play another game? Yeah, go on then. Yeah, go on then. With the black pieces. Were we with the white pieces last time? We are. Yeah, we were. We've got the black pieces this time. Let's see. Ooh, we get a little Sicilian. Little Sicilian. Bop. Interesting. I'm just gonna. This is the Sicilian old variation, apparently. Right, now let me think. Is it best for me to play that? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Unless I'm supposed to do something in the centre here. So he wants to push, take, push. Maybe play an early e5 here. On push, takes, push. That takes, takes, takes. Knight into the centre. Something along those lines. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. We'll see what the engine says after this. But I'm not sure. I love giving you guys nip slips, don't I? Subscribe to the OnlyFans. That's how you get that. Okay, so he's castled. I don't need to protect this once. It's only attacked once. I don't know. I don't like this formation now that I've done it. Let's go here with a knight, because if I go here, then these are shut down, and if I don't move this knight anywhere, which again forward is shut down, then he just can't move anywhere. At least here he's got options this way. Is my thinking behind that. It is now 4 o'clock, which means... Whoopa! It is time for some football. We've got the Sunderland West Ham game in my mind streaming. There's no football here, and if there was, it was being paid for. But there's not, so it's okay. Alright, so he's taking some time here to have a little thinky poos. So, what's glaring at me right now is that this bishop is stuck. Stuck as fuck. So I'm imagining a d6 maybe to give myself some open lines. Unless maybe I want to bring it over here onto b7 and have it aim towards the king. Maybe that's better. Do I want to kick that away? I think I'm okay, to be honest. Let's develop over here. Give this bishop a nice square to go to. He wants to come in here. Do I care to stop him? Maybe I do. But on pushes and pushes, I don't like that. So I won't. We've got the bishop now where I wanted it, which I like. Now maybe our idea here is to castle. Castle and then maybe break open the center. So I saw that coming. In here is annoying. So then he's attacking what? These squares. So maybe I'm... Okay, so here gets rid of the pin on my knight. Protects my bishop, attacks this square, and the knight is defended. So I think that's a good square for me. And then now we want to get castled. Castled, maybe kick this bishop. I think that's definitely a move. What is my knight protection right now? It's important. If I rerouted him here, I'm attacking some important squares. Also gives me the chance to kick the bishop this way. Maybe that's worth it. Or do I want to follow through my plan of opening up the centre here? One pushes, takes. Okay, I like that. Because then I have the move knight to c3, attacking these pieces. And it opens this diagonal for my white bishop, which could be interesting. That's where I'm thinking at the minute. Am I missing anything? What's he pointing at? She's attacking here. His knight is defended. So we're okay. Okay. Let's see, smart. So now we can take, and I have to move. Let's reroute. I'm a fucking idiot. I've done it again. Oh, he didn't see it. He didn't see it. Thank fuck. Oh my god. Do I not learn? Do I not learn? Hopefully, from now on, I'll learn. I've seen at least. So the first time I blundered it. This time I blundered it, but got saved, and I saw it, and at least I acknowledged it. Hopefully next time, I'm not gonna fucking blunder it again. Genie mach. Dear oh dear. So this is being double attacked. But it's double defended still, so that's fine. Let's bring... Do we want to bring our knight over here, or do we want to bring this rook into the game? Because it's not really doing anything right now. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, I forgot that that's there as well. I can't count. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you end up losing at chess. Okay, where can his knight go? I can just put pressure on the knight. He moves here, then I just slide back. Okay, no, he doesn't. Takes. Doesn't do much good for me, I suppose. And then my knight's coming in here, maybe. Maybe I just move my knight here to start with. Yeah, maybe I move my knight here to start with, and then I can attack that pawn. I've also got my sniper in. Okay, cool. He's let me have the file instead, which I guess is smart. I don't get the pawn. Okay. Let's see here. Takes. I think I want to do that because it just weakens his king massively. So I definitely think it's worth the trade. Definitely think that's worth the trade. I'm just thinking about where my knight goes after. Yeah, let's do that. That's surely has to take, and maybe I'm taking here. I am taking here. Let me remind myself where this knight can go. Definitely can go here now because of this. But if I take it, then takes. Then what? Yeah, I think I just want to take it. And maybe he's bringing his rook in to attack me. Interesting. Interesting. What does he do here? Gets your knight back here. Think. I'm going to bring my queen over here with the idea of getting a check in here. Has to move his king because otherwise I'm taking the bishop and it's checkmate. So he's attacking my bishop now. This gives me time to move my bishop. And it gives me this pawn, actually, because it's now no longer protected. So, check. Has to move his king. Now takes. And that's mate, isn't it? I believe this is mate in 1. Yeah. Okay. So we had one absolutely fucking horrible game and one not so much of a stinker. This was 1200 rated. Not great, but it's better than the absolute stinker we had last game. Okay, so it wanted the knight out first. Good to know. It tends to like that. It tends to like the knight out first. Which I need to remember to start doing some more. Not a fan of that move, fair enough. But it wasn't horrible. It wants me to kick the bishop. Okay. So, if I kick the bishop here, then what? He goes back. I just castle. Okay, fair enough. He wanted to disrupt my pawn chain. Still doesn't like the fact that I haven't kicked that bishop away. So kicking the bishop's the right idea. Doesn't like that move. And that's why. Because, yeah, as we remembered. Ah, yeah, so I should have taken the knight here. And then takes. But it's still good for white. Yeah, so this is the blunder. He should have played this. Which I am very thankful he did not. Would have preferred me to just slide my bishop back in. And now it's wondering why he did that. This was a miss. Ah. His knight is not in a good place at all. So I can push his knight away. And if he plays here, he's just losing his knight. I see. Okay. Oh. Of course. It's still defended. Of course. What a silly sausage. It likes the take. It wanted me to apply pressure directly onto this. Okay. Likes the take. Again, would have liked here to form a battery. Makes sense. Yeah. And we're just winning. And we're just winning. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad that the second game took a better turn. We have managed to keep our elo the exact same. And we continue crawling towards, and by crawling I mean crawling, towards 1,500. So hopefully we'll see you there at the end of the year. Anyway, until then, my friends, hasta pronto, amigos.